What's going on, everybody? Today I'm in the Creative Hub and we're going to be taking a look at the instant experiences. This is somewhat new, but not entirely new. This is an extension that you can use to add on to the ads that you're already creating. So if you're creating an ad with a photo, a video, or a slideshow, an instant experience allows you to create, well, basically a better user experience on mobile. It's a very cool tool. I want to show you what it looks like, and then let's take a look at how we can build one for you. So from the dashboard view of the Creative Hub, we can create a new mockup by going up to this green button. It's on the right-hand side, and we're going to choose Instant Experience. So you'll notice that this is a little bit different than the single video, single images that we've been building, and Instant Experience is its own category. So now we're looking at the Instant Experience Builder, and you'll notice this is very similar to what it looks like in Ads Manager. We have a few extra tools that are in here that are designed to help you create mockups. So like you have your page name and your page profile. These things will populate when you actually create your real ads because it's associating it to your business page and your business account. But for this example, we're going to use a demo version in here. So let me go ahead and fill that in. And of course, don't forget to name your ad right here. So if you wanted to import this into your business manager, you can always do that. So let me fill this out really quick and then let's continue. So once you get that initial part set up, now you can start building your ad just like you would in Ads Manager. And there's a couple of different content types you can choose from. You have the option to choose from an ad with an image or video, or you can choose an ad with multiple images or videos. So what I'm going to choose is an ad with multiple images because I want to show you what it looks like when you have a lot of really rich content, like all of the photos that you've been uploading to your pages, what that can look like when you put that together in an instant experience ad. When you're creating your ads, most of the different campaign objectives are supported with an instant experience. And so it's not something that you choose at the campaign level. It's something that you choose all the way at the ad creation level. And so once you've started this process, you'll notice that there will be a pop-up that'll say instant experience, and you can add an instant experience. Check that box and some of the different pieces are going to come up and we can start building this out. If you had already built an instant experience in the past, you'd be able to choose one here. We're creating one for the first time, so let's go ahead and choose a template. There's a couple of different templates in here. I encourage you to jump in and try them out. Just experiment with what's possible. You can build your own completely from scratch if you wanted to. But for this demonstration, I'm going to choose the customer acquisition option. So we're going to use this template to build our instant experience. So this is what it looks like to build an instant experience. A little pop-up comes up and you can start to build it out. And you can see on the left-hand side, we have the ability to add all of our different information. And on the right side, we get a preview of what it's going to look like. And this is why instant experiences are so cool. When this is on a mobile device, you will have a picture or a video here. You'll have some text, and this is just a headline, some body text, and you have a call to action button. And then you'll have a gallery of images. So you can see that there are multiple images that you can choose from. And on a mobile device, you'll be able to swipe left and right, and you can see that there's even helpful arrows to help guide you through this journey. And then you'll have the opportunity to put more text and a second button. And you can even link these pictures to different places. You can have one button go to one place, one button go to another. For example, if you wanted someone to start a conversation with your chatbot, you could link that here. And if you wanted someone to go watch your video, you could link that here. You have a lot of options that you can do with this, and this is all still inside of Facebook. We haven't even left Facebook yet. So this lets you get more information into people's hands without them bouncing out of Facebook. Now, one of the reasons that an instant experience is so valuable is because you're able to educate and warm up your prospect leads without having to worry about them actually leaving Facebook, which is usually a friction point. It's a barrier that has to be overcome. In order for someone to leave Facebook and to follow you on this journey, usually your ad has to be really, really good. And I'm not saying that this is a replacement for good ads at all, but what this allows you to do is get more information into your prospects' hands without them having to leave Facebook. So when they're ready to leave, they are really ready to learn more about what your business has to offer, and you know that when they leave from this experience, they are a much warmer lead, and they are in fact actually a prospect and are more likely to do business with you once they leave this experience. Okay, so when it comes to actually building it, now you have the ability to choose your image or video. So if you chose a video would just come up right here in this first box. Note that it does not come here. You only get one video per instant experience. And if you have slideshows that you've made from pictures, you could put that here. What I want to show you is just the simplest form of this so you can get an idea of how powerful powerful this is, but also how easy this is to set up. So I don't want this to be something that's super intimidating. I want you to really see the power of it, and realize that you can set one of these up in about 10 minutes if you wanted to. So let's go ahead and choose image. And I'm going to replace this default image with something that's going to match my business a little bit better. I'm going to choose this image right here. So once that image uploads, now you can see in an instant experience, this is the first image that someone would see. And so now it's time to add our text and copy right here. But really quick, I wanted to show you one more option that's associated with the image, is that you can actually set a destination URL. So if someone were to click on the image itself, it would send them somewhere so that they could do something. So if you wanted to link out to your Messenger chatbot, you could put that here. If you wanted to link out to your Facebook page so that they can continue browsing more content like this, you can do that. You can send them to your videos, your webinars. You can send them directly to your sales page. It's whatever you think you need to do to make this work. There's no right answer. It's just kind of, where do you want people to go next from your ads so that they can continue warming up over time? We will always recommend that you send someone further into your platform, meaning to your Facebook page or to your Messenger chatbot, so they can be captured and start warming up over time and learning more about what it is you have to offer them before you actually create the specific sales offer. So for this example, I'm going to put in a link to my Messenger chatbot, and you can find this on your own page, but if you ever are questioning how to do this, it's just m.me/ and it would be your page name. So if you go back to your Facebook business page and you take a look under your Facebook page name, you'll have a little @ symbol. It'll say @ and that is your Facebook page name. You can change that if you want to, but for us, it's Think Digital Training. So I'm just going to type that in here. So now when somebody clicks on this image, it'll open right in Messenger, and they can start having a conversation with our chatbot. Okay, so now we're ready to add some text in here. And so let's take just a second to talk about what kind of text would be best for your ad. Now you have to remember that the purpose of an ad in the first place is to get someone to stop scrolling down their newsfeed, or to get them to stop doing whatever they're doing, because the Facebook ads deliver to multiple places inside of the Facebook platform. This can be on people's news feeds, this can be inside of Messenger, and this can be inside of some of the audience network, which can include Instagram, but can also include all of the different articles that are associated with Facebook. So when someone's browsing an article, an ad will display in there. So there's a lot of different places that your ad can display. And you have to remember that the purpose of that is to have a visual image first and foremost that captures someone's attention. So whatever image you choose, you really need to focus on capturing someone's attention and creating some sort of an emotional response with that image. I realize that gets down into the little bit of an artistic ability, but you just need to look at an image, and if you look at it and it gives you an emotional feeling of peace, happiness, warmth, usually you're on the right track. You've got the right kind of image. And in this case, this girl is laying in some sort of a hammock on a beach. I mean, she is literally living the life right now, and I'm pretty sure everyone wants to be there right now. And so when we're thinking of that, we've got the image, we've set the scene. Now we need to start giving the text that helps guide people on their journey. So we have the opportunity to use a headline. Let's go ahead and put one in right quick. Okay, so I've put in my headline and I've put in some extra text right here. And, honestly, this is where copywriting becomes a little bit of an art form, but I want to explain to you some of the technical elements so you can see how this works. So you could be here is to help support this image. And that's the first attention-getting headline that we want to put in there, because we want someone to just snap and click. So the image says something about, like, you just, visually you want to be there, and that's a great experience. But you have to remember that everyone comes preloaded with barriers. They don't believe that they can have or do or get anything that you're offering them, and you have to break that down. And the best way to do that is just take that one thing, that one little belief system that you can put in front of them, and tear that down as fast as possible. So you see that image, and it doesn't really matter who you are or where you are. Most people are going to look at that image and go, yeah, I would like to be in that position. That looks like a great time. And then you just break down that barrier. You could be here. Now, people will see that and they'll want to believe, but they probably won't believe just because you say it. So you need to continue the experience and help them break down that barrier even more. And so that's why we've written here, discover the #1 secret way anyone can afford to experience vacations like this and thousands more. So this line of text is relatively simple, but there's actually a lot of stuff going on right here, and I want to break down each little piece so that you can start thinking about how you can incorporate this into your own ads. So we start with the word discover. Now, it's important that you start any copy with some sort of a word that directs action. Discover, unlock, learn more. These kinds of words are something that breaks down that initial barrier that keeps people from engaging, and it makes people push in towards learning more. I mean, it drives people towards an action. So we've used the word discover here, and the number one is actually a really important thing. Numbers are actually used all over the place in ads and in organic copy to capture someone's attention, and it works really well. Now, I'm not a psychologist, so I don't understand why, but I do know that it works extremely well, and you've probably seen examples of this everywhere. So like the top 3 secrets to this, right? So that's an example just like what we have. But there's also things like the top 10 ways to lose weight in 2019, or the top 29 destination vacations that you need to take before you die, or 5 things you should never do when doing social media marketing, or these kinds of things are all over the place. And you probably can think of examples off the top of your head. Using a number is a great way to just drive people further into it. Now, the next thing that we've got in here is actually a secret way. Now, I've chosen to capitalize this just to help it stand out a little bit, but a secret is great because if it's a secret, then it implies that not a lot of people know about this. People will always have these preconceived ideas about what it is you're trying to say to them. They will think that they know everything about what you're trying to say to them because people will just do that. They will recluse back into I've heard this before, it doesn't really matter. You have to help break that down. So discover the number one secret way. So this is something you probably don't know about. The next word in here is anyone. And this is opening the door to anyone. So there's that initial belief that not everyone can afford an awesome vacation like this. Yet I'm telling everyone that they could be here and that anyone can do this. I want to reinforce that concept. This is for anyone, and that you can afford, because we know that that's probably going to be the number one objection to seeing something like this, is that there's no way you can afford to do this. But I want you to know that anyone can afford it, and you can experience these vacations like this and thousands more. So I want to leave someone with there's more. There's something else that they need to continue discovering. So maybe this kind of vacation isn't the right thing for them, but they realize the value of something like this. And so when you say thousands more, there's something for them to continue to discover. They can find vacations that work well for them. And we're going to reinforce that a little bit lower. But now we've got our image here. We've captured someone's attention visually. We've given them a headline that has started breaking down that belief system. We've reinforced that with our body text. And now we need to give them a call to action. And we should be as specific as we can be because we want someone to click on this and take an action. So let's go ahead and rename this. Okay, so we've added our call to action text here in the label field, and we can set our destination. So again, you could send this directly to your Messenger chatbot, to your Facebook page. You could send this to your webinars, wherever you want to give people more information about this idea. Go ahead and put that destination in here. And then I was very specific in the call to action. I want people to click to learn more. And you don't have to be hidden behind a veil. You don't have to try to hide your things behind a veil. Just be really specific about what you want people to do. You've captured their attention, they're reading, just tell them what to do. Click to learn more. It's pretty simple. Don't overthink it. Just direct people right into what you want them to do. And so once we've got that set up, now we have the ability to add some of these images in, and this is where we can create an amazing visual experience. So what I want to do is load this up with some different images that help support all of the different things that we're saying here. So let me do that really quick, and then let's talk about it. Okay, so I went ahead and uploaded 5 images in here. You need to have at least 2 in here, but I'm going to recommend that you sit between somewhere in the 5 to 6 category or up to 10. It really doesn't hurt to have too many images, but if you have too few, it becomes kind of a not so worthwhile experience. And so the more images you have, the better experience you get. So I've uploaded 5 here, and you can see what those look like. We'll just scroll through them really quick. And again, you would swipe through these when you're on mobile, and you just get an idea of the different types of trips that someone could be taking. Okay, and so that's how that works. Let's go ahead and make sure that we set a destination URL in case someone clicks on one of these images. I want someone to talk to my chatbot, so that's what I'm going to put in right here. So as you can see, we have the opportunity to add another bank of text right here. Let's go ahead and change that out right now. Okay, so I've changed the text out and I've put in here, unlock the secrets that enable millions of our members to travel the world and take vacations they never thought were possible before. And I've changed the button text out to say, unlock the secrets. And we're sending that to our chatbot as well. Okay, so and that is the basic overview of how you can create an instant experience. But there's one more thing that I want to show you. And this is probably one of the most exciting things. So if you didn't know this was possible, prepare to have your mind blown a little bit. Yes, you can put a contact form directly inside of your app ad on Facebook. Just toggle this on, make sure that we accept the terms and conditions, and now you have the ability to create your own little form, and look at all of the different options that you can capture. Okay, so if you want to build out your own contact form, by default, you have the ability to change out this header text, which is enter your information below. You can change that out. By default, you have email, full name, and phone number that are available. So this is great if you just want to have some way to contact these people, but you actually get a lot more information. So you can find out you can check all these different things, and just get a lot of different quick information here. You can also create your own custom questions. So if you wanted to do a short answer or a multiple choice to really understand more about what your user wants to learn more about or wants to know about, you can do that. And then you have the ability to contact them. And then at the end of this experience, they go to page 2, you put a photo up in here, and it will say, and I'll show you where that is, you'd say, thanks, you're all set. Your information has been sent to your page name, and then you can send them off to your website. And of course, you can determine exactly where that goes. One thing that is required, you do have to send them to some sort of a website link. So I would recommend sending them to your webinar in this case, if you followed the training course. But there you go. That is what you can do. I know that for some of you, that may have just been the most exciting thing you've ever seen in your life, because yes, you can do a contact form directly inside of your Facebook ads. And it's great because it's an option, but people could bypass it if they wanted to, which is actually great for you because you want people to keep diving deeper into your culture. And so this is an instant experience, and this is what it would look like on mobile. And let's go ahead and review one more time what the done experience looks like. Thank you so much for joining us in this training session. Again, my name is Derek Rice, and if you want to get our complete training, the link is in the description. Go ahead and check that out. And guys, we'll see you in the next one.